I don't need to do any convincing of anyone around this table that High House Production Park has been a massive, massive success for the people of Thurrock. I told this story at a previous cabinet meeting, but I think it stands repeating. It was a seminar about arts policy through work a couple of months ago now, and I wasn't there in my capacity as a councillor in Thurrock. The first thing that somebody mentioned in that meeting was Thurrock and the work we were doing on arts and regeneration, and that's why I think the story stands repeating, because we are leading the way in this particular agenda, and I think that is such a vital thing for us in our ambitions as a council. The report contains a run-through of some of the highlights of the High House Production Park since its inception, and I think we should be proud of what they've done and proud of what we've done as a borough to support them. The report asks us to know the progress, and I think we should probably do more than that and commend it, because it really is something that's phenomenal. The report is also about the future of High House, and I think the report makes it very clear that we want to continue to support the development of the park. They've got ambitious plans for development. The artist studios that came online were snapped up very quickly, so they're looking to provide new business units, to provide a residential centre for their plans to do more courses that require a residential component. And what the report here is asking us to do is to give an in-principle support for this programme. I mean, we're not asking to sign any cheques at this meeting tonight, but I think it is important as a council that we do signal our wholehearted support for the High House production project. Frankly, I think we're on to a winner here, and we should back it to the hilt. The report makes it very clear that it is something that is key to the future of the High House Production Park. It ties into the other investments that we're making across the borough in the Grays Magistrates Courts and the Tilbury Riverside Business Centre, in providing a greater diversity of employment. And again, that's something that I think we should be focusing on at the council. So, in summary, this isn't the final stage of the decision. This is an agreement to go away, to continue the initial work that's been done on this process, to look at how we can support High House Production Park, to continue that upward momentum. I think as a cabinet, as a council, we talk a lot about how much we rate them. I think we should show that we back them now. I'm going to take comments, questions, but I just want to raise as well the fact that
those of us that know the area well, that have seen what the High House Production Park have delivered, and how it's not just a valuable community asset in and of its own right, it's also a huge catalyst for the regeneration of Purfleet that's ongoing. And I think sitting there, it really is a jewel in the crown of Thurrock, and something that by its very existence leads on to, I think, many greater things for Purfleet in the future. So I think this is a really great testament to the work that's been done already, and I think really keeps me excited about the possibilities of future further work, and as I say, as a catalyst for further regeneration of Purfleet.
This has been about for a very long time. We'll remember 10 years ago or more when High House was just absolutely derelict. Totally overgrown. The Essex barns had all but gone, the roofs were gone, the High House farmhouse itself was fallen down. There was a walled garden somewhere, but you'd have done really well to find it, because you couldn't actually get onto the site, being so overgrown. Frankly, the only people who used it were, the only people who visited it were people who wanted to go there to drink or to take drugs, or to vandalise it. Actually, the other series of people that used to go there were people from various national lottery boards, various people from Essex County Council or this council, who would come in, tut-tut, say that something must be done, go away and forget about it. So I think that 10 years ago, when London was awarded the Olympic Games and the Royal Opera House had to move out of Stratford, move out of the units in Stratford where they made scenery and staging, we did really, really well as a community to grasp the opportunity that was there for the Royal Opera House to build their production facility here in Thurrock. But you know what, for a lot of areas, they'd have said, that's it, we've relocated 60 jobs out of the East End of London, we're now associated with a world-class arts institution, and that's it. But you know what, that is the kind of so what impact. What we've managed to do is, on the back of that, to get the National Skills Academy for Creative and Cultural Industries, where kids from across the country go to learn those backstage crafts, things like how you move scenery in different kind of theatres, how sound works, how lighting works, And one of the things that I always say to my kids is, you know, you can watch the X Factor or whatever, you've got one person on the stage, you've got about 20 people behind the scenes making it work. Nobody can remember who was runner-up in the X Factor last year. I don't know if they're still working. I know those 20 people behind the scenes are, and actually these are an industry where we lead the world. These people could be working anywhere in the world. That upward momentum, those artist studios, 39 artist studios that we thought would take 2 years to let, that were let within a year. Half of them let to local artists, people who are already living and working in Thurrock that frankly we didn't know were here. It is just fantastic. So you start to get that kind of creative industries hub here in Purfleet that we would not have imagined 10 years ago. Upward momentum. Next, the costume facility for the Royal Opera House opens, scheduled to open in September, where all of the new costumes for Covent Garden will be designed and made, where all of the historic costumes will be stored and displayed. Really exciting for me, doing a deal with South Essex College and other university institutions to for the first time in this country, to institute a degree in costume design and creation. And that's being done here in Thurrock. And I think that it is something that we should be incredibly, incredibly proud of. But over the years, we've almost got blasé to it, and we shouldn't let that happen. So, Richard, I really do welcome this report.